Core meals. One of the best ways to make your daily meal planning quick and easy is to incorporate core meals into your weekly meal plan. I think of core meals like Steve Jobs and his black turtleneck. If you're not familiar, Steve Jobs was one of the founders of the mega company Apple, and he tended to wear the same outfit every day. My understanding is that by eliminating the decision of what to wear, he was able to streamline his daily process of getting dressed. He saved time and he freed up his mind so he could focus on more important tasks. I adopted this way of dressing to a degree. I own many of the same style, varied in color cotton dresses that I wear regularly so I don't have to plan my outfits. When I had an office job, I would simply grab a scarf, some earrings, a necklace, and go. In the summer, I would pair my dress with sandals, and in the winter, I would pair my dress with boots. Simple and fast. Most of us turn to meals that we know we enjoy over and over. Think about it. How many times have you had the same thing for breakfast? I imagine that this is really typical for the first meal of the day. It might be harder to have the same meal for lunch or dinner every day, but you can plan core meals 3 or 4 times each week. After all, if you love it, eat it. One thing I really like about core meals is I know how much I'm spending. I can opt for a really affordable meal several times a week and feel good about the cost. I'm also aware of the nutritional value of my core meals, so I don't have to worry that I'm not supporting my aim of fueling my body well. If you have my free downloadable book, Few Buck Lunch, Cook Food, Save Money, you know that I try to spend very little money on my meals, typically around $2 per meal per person. We normally eat 2 meals per day in my home, plus a snack if we're still hungry after lunch. How you handle core meals is pretty personal, but here's how I do it. Consider this. How many times each week do you have a burrito, a sandwich, pizza, or other items that are part of your regular meal routine? Core meals are meals you almost never tire of eating. For me, this is toast. I eat toast for breakfast and often as my evening meal. I also enjoy peanuts and figure out what you will normally reach for when you're hungry and find a way to make it into an easy meal. Are you wondering how I make peanuts into a meal? I eat my main meal each day at lunch with a simple snack in the afternoon. My afternoon snack would be peanuts and an apple, peanuts and a banana, peanuts and chocolate chips with raisins. If it's hot out, I might have peanuts and a beer. On a cold day, instant ramen with chopped peanuts, greens, and sriracha for topping is lovely. None of these meals are difficult to create. Obviously, I don't eat peanuts every day. They're a component of a core meal, my afternoon snack, that I enjoy several times a week. Ideally, your core meal will be a meal you can make in bulk. If you find you enjoy rice, make enough rice to become the base for 2 or 4 meals during the week. Do you love a big salad? Make a huge salad that will last 2 or 3 days. How about pasta? Make enough pasta that you can reheat it over a few times that week. Of course, you'll need good food storage containers when doing bulk meal prep work. Storage containers are an investment, but they're worth it. If you find you can't afford storage containers, reuse containers from purchased items. Glass jars that originally held pickles, jam, or marinara sauce make great containers for overnight oats or soup. Cottage cheese and yogurt containers work great as well. I avoid buying Ziploc bags, They're hard to reuse because they're hard to clean. Take time to consider all the meals you eat on repeat. Make sure next time you're at the grocery store, you're purchasing enough ingredients that you can easily make that meal for your upcoming work week. When you first begin creating meals, having core meals will be a lifesaver. There will be many days when you can't think of what you feel like eating. That's when your core meals come in handy. Core breakfast meals that are affordable include a simple egg sandwich with English muffins as the base and a quick fried egg, a slice of cheese and ham if you eat dairy and meat. You can make this meal without too much thought in about 6 minutes. It's great to go or hot off the stovetop. I prefer plant-based meals, so I enjoy an English muffin with peanut butter and thinly sliced apple. I add on Ceylon cinnamon because I heard it's good for inflammation. I also like oats for breakfast. Recently, I've been eating groats, which is the whole grain version of oatmeal. It takes longer to cook, about 30 minutes in my Instant Pot, but I can make a large batch that lasts all week. And the Instant Pot doesn't require monitoring. For lunch, consider your go-to favorites. Are you a burrito fan? You can prep burritos and freeze them. Look for a recipe on YouTube. Search meal prep frozen burritos. By the way, many of the frozen burrito recipes have you wrapping your burritos individually, but you can place them on a parchment paper lined baking sheet and freeze them. Once frozen, store them in a large freezer-safe food storage container. Then when you're ready to take them out, you can slip them into an individual lunch container storage item like a Ziploc bag or other food transport container you like. This method of prepping and freezing works great, especially since most office break rooms offer a microwave. It takes more planning, but I'd rather spend an hour each week getting all my basics ready so I can spend 5 minutes on a daily basis assembling a meal I'll enjoy and can afford. Soups, casseroles, dips with veggies and flatbread, cheese and crackers, burritos, and more can easily be prepared on a rotating basis so you won't get sick of having the same meal each day. Dinner's the same idea. Figure out what you reach for often and figure out a way to make it at home using a food prep method to save time and effort at the end of a long day. If you want to learn more about frugal living, buy my book, Never Worry About Money Again. Gain financial freedom by becoming better at managing the money you have. The link is in the description. If you're interested in learning more about few buck meal planning, head over to my website and download my free ebook, Few Buck Lunch. Cook food, save money. Next time on Page Power, troubleshooting your few buck meal plan.